Hi, and welcome to your asynchronous lesson on your first mountain journal. Now, your first journal is going to be targeting your ability to obtain, evaluate, and communicate information. And I've given two rows of different skills that I'm going to be looking for. The first is how many sources you're able to select and evaluate their credibility. And then your other skill that I'll be looking for as I determine your grade for this assessment is your ability to communicate with clarity in terms of concepts or ideas related to either the purpose or the audience. So basically what that means is you're able to communicate scientific ideas or scientific facts or information to me, a science teacher, in an appropriate way that lets me know that you know what you're talking about. You've analyzed your sources, and you have some vocabulary and concepts under your belt, so to speak, when it comes to your topic. Now, the first thing that you're going to want to do is pick your mountain range that you want to focus in on. And this website, which is also in the Schoology folder, is a three-dimensional sort of visualized map of the world. And you can pick any part of the world that you want to go to. So I'm first going to orient this to north. And this also allows you to start looking at the world at sea level and from space. And I'm going to go a little bit away from the United States. And I'm going to go check out New Zealand. So give me a second to get over there. And this is going to allow you to start looking at mountain ranges in terms of specific topography, specific locations, and how the mountains might interact with the greater landscape. So this is the southern island of New Zealand, where I studied abroad in college. And the southern Alps are a big mountain range that totally transcend northwest to southeast the entire New Zealand island. So this is a great website for you to maybe think about where in the world do you want to go. And you can get really close in to start looking at how these mountains are structured. So these are much younger mountains than the Green Mountains. So once you have your mountains picked, you're going to be doing a little bit of fact finding. Now, there's three key topics that I want you to start looking for: features, human uses, and impacts. And you're going to list in color-coded URLs any of the sources that you use to find information about features, human uses, or impacts. So I found a great website from the Green Mountain Club related to the features of Camel's Hump, a mountain I'm really passionate about. So I'm going to put that right here, and I'm going to color code it with a nice green font. And then I'm going to color code in the same exact color any facts or information that I find from this source. One being the word plucking refers to the act in which ice sheets carve out mountaintops. So you're just going to be listing vocabulary, keywords. For example, Camel's Hump may have been 7,000 feet before glacial erosion. Camel's Hump is now about 4,300 feet above sea level. And then credibility. You're also going to want to talk about why this source is credible. And generally when we talk about credibility, we can talk about author. Is the person known? Is he or she a authoritative figure? You can think about website. Is it published professionally? We can also think about date. And I would say anything from 2000 onwards is relevant and recent enough to be considered a credible source. So you just want to tell me why your sources are credible. So with features, you want to start thinking about age, height, size, change over time, location, rock type, any big broad information that allows you to start talking about your mountain ranges. With human uses, you want to think about how your mountains intersect with humans in terms of the economy, culture, health, resources, maybe development, how we have maybe made the Green Mountains a bunch of ski mountains based on our economy and also our culture. And impacts. Does your mountains impact things like climate or ecosystems or unique organisms that are unique or diverse to your mountain range? I would say a good bet would be that you want to have this whole page filled out with information of facts. So you want to add enough information that your table for all three rows fills this page. We're going to be doing more journals as we learn more about things like rocks and plate tectonics and radiometric dating. So for now, this is a really broad introductory journal. It's a good way for us to start practicing talking about new information and looking at source credibility. I hope this helps and have a great day asynchronously. See me in office hours if you need help.